Hello, it's Jim Hutchens for the Jerusalem Connection Spot Report for this week. I received an article from Israel last week by an Israeli publication entitled Israel Today, and the title was very alarming. Let me read what it says initially. The article said a Syrian journalist interviewed on Palestinian Authority TV last month claimed that years ago he had been privy to a CIA memo that informed former U.S. President Bill Clinton that Israel would not exist beyond the year 2022. CIA report said if things continue as they are, we don't think that Israel will continue to exist after the year 2022. Now, I don't know what the CIA's analysis today regarding the existence of Israel is. If this report is even valid, I don't know. But we do know that our U.S. State Department has, for over 100 years, has a distinctively pro-Arab, pro-Palestinian bias. There's a book out entitled The Arabists, written in the mid-90s, 1995, I think, by Richard Kaplan, entitled The Arabists, the Romance of an American Elite. And it tells how American elites have gravitated toward the United States State Department. And they have done so with almost a malicious commitment to a pro-Arab and pro-Palestinian stance. So what do we make of something like this? What about the future of Israel? Do we see the demise of it? Is that possible to predict? I'm reminded of the words of the psalmist in Psalm 2. He says, "Why do the nations rage and the people plot in vain? Kings of the earth take their stand. The rulers gather together against Yahweh and against his Messiah." And what's God's response to all this? Verse 4, it says, "The one enthroned in heaven laughs. Yahweh scoffs at them." It says in Psalm 37, verses 12 and 13, "The wicked plot against the nations," against the righteous, I should say, "and gnash their teeth at them. But Yahweh laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming." Their day is coming. So what is the future of Israel? What is the future of God's people? What's the future of Christians? It could look pretty grim, pretty dim. But I can't help but recall the words of Adoniram Judson, who served as a missionary for some 30 years in Burma, Myanmar, as it's known today. And he was asked at the close of his ministry, what are the prospects for continued ministry here, Christian ministry here? And he said, and it's a well-quoted, well-remembered, he said, "The future is as bright as the promises of God." And I would say to you that that promise, that statement is as true today as it's ever been. With regard to Israel, with regard to Christians, God's people, the future is as bright as the promises of God. And that's bright. So until next week, Od Ki Yavo Shiloh, or until Messiah comes, Shalom Aleichem.